Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. This is what he had hoped for and is excited that it is playing out right before our very eyes. Bringing this running back in the transfer portal, he knew that he could be someone to make an impact, but he didn't know how much. And here he is, highly productive, really starting to lean on that offensive line and gain some chemistry with the other guys on the team. We're seeing this offense come alive, and they've got to do it again here today. Keep you posted on how things start here in the game in the first quarter and how this chemistry is showing up big time for this team. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Stockton. And they're not quite in rhythm there, it's incomplete. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you can put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you can tell it was great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
They'll give to Frazier. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Running the red zone. It's Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense really needed that opening drive, man. They've given them some yards. The offense has gained some momentum, but nice job in their own territory. Backed up. What do? They get after the quarterback and force the predictable passing third and long situation.
Under fire. And down he goes.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when they got to the area of the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Hand off for Brown. There's some room. Drills him with the stiff arm. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. On the ground, it's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Arch is going to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wants to adjust the pattern. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They spread the defense out. And at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
They'll try the right side. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. And he's wrestled to the ground.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. Here's a little room there. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 up.
Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
With the catch, it's Humphries. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They go play action with Manning. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the counter.
Good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Using his feet. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the numbers so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Manning Grabbed in the middle. It's Lockett. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You're bringing Cam Coleman from Auburn with his highs and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Maybe some room. Got enough space. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Oh, man, what a run. He wanted to get it in the house, but nice explosive play in the run game to get all the way down to the one, Palmer.
Great effort by him. I'd expect this offense now to try to go fast, punch this thing in using tempo.
The Longhorns have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Brown. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run with Brown. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Finds a man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gets the back moving. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Bulldogs will use their 1st timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Arch Madness. It's complete to the right. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw at Stockton. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because
he's going to let it go. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Manning with a play fake. It's complete to the left. Makes the catch and he's free. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the second quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hook up there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
It's complete on the right side.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Manning to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long. They dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Frazier. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 13 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Razorbacks coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
Here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half with a run. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Manning. Looking long. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's the play the defense absolutely had to have. You know, going into halftime, you were down on the scoreboard. You just needed something really good to happen. And so right away, you get the interception, you create a turnover. That is huge. And it's critical now this offense is able to come on the field, take this thing down the field, score a touchdown, shorten this lead. You need complimentary football right now.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden, have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where their weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Pressure coming. And they got him.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles. And a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Frazier again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground.
Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got a little grass. Got enough for the first. The 20. Inside the touchdown, Texas. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Looking left. Makes the catch. It's Taylor.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. This one's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And you see so much of this in college football now. Spread guys out, find my matchups, let my big wide receivers on the outside go up, make plays, make me look good as a quarterback, makes me look real good as a coach as well.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Back to pass, it's Stockton. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 3-possession game.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll go to the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
To throw, Manning. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6.
And I don't think you can out-throw this guy. I mean, just throw it as deep as you possibly can, Palmer. I don't think you have the arm for this guy because that dude can fly. Just throw it up down the field like he does right there, and he just goes and hits it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just don't have to overthink it, right, David? Just let your fastest guy run in a straight line, run by everybody, and make a big play down the field. That was just an easy fly route for the fastest player on the field, and, man, he makes the defense pay.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gonna run it. It Smothers. There he goes. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down.
Hey, move.
Run in the red zone, it's Simon. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, man, it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Headed to the end zone, and he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so...
Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays, because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
I'm literally walking over to that guy. My man, thank you so much for saving my run. That could have been really, really bad. I could have been benched, but you got my back. Appreciate you, my man.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gonna run it. It's Simon. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Might have a chance. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
With the catch, it's Townsend.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the 2nd level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
The run inside. It's Simon. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And this offense has got it all rolling, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.